Hello everyone. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Gaming Droid, and welcome back to the free trial Droid. This game is available as a free-to-play or free trial game. It's available under the pay what you want model. So you basically pay what you want to pay, and pay as much as you want to pay, or pay as little as you want to pay. It would be nice if you paid a decent amount, but pay as much as you want to pay. Model. It is a survival, crafting, build a base, build your own base sort of game by a group of 3 Swedish students that just go by Raft Survival. It's available on itch.io, which is a website providing it in a pay-what-you-want manner. And I've gone through the sort of startup, basically. The startup of the game is you are collecting things in your nets, or collecting things with your hook, building your platform, building nets, and fighting off the shark. I have moved on a little bit from that so that I could show you the sort of the game as it is. That's not ready to be harvested yet. Are these ready to be harvested yet? Yes. Potato, 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 potato. So you start off with just your hook and nothing else. You gather these items by throwing your hook into the water, and then the items hit the hook and you can pull them in. You also get barrels that are full of goodies, and you have a shark circling your raft, and the shark can come along and bite your raft and try and basically eat you, and you have to fight him off. You need to make a spear to fight him off, and if you don't fight him off, he will make your raft smaller. He will actually reduce the size of your raft each time he attacks it. So you need the spear early on. Crafting is very simple. You get the items you need and you go through the inventory, and the whole thing is to do with just building yourself up and building yourself a little base here. So you can see that what I've done is I have used the inventory to make myself some string, and then I've used the inventory to make myself some gathering nets, some item nets, and any item that's swept into these by the current is left hanging in these for a certain amount of time so I can come back and pick them up. I've also made myself a planter where I'm growing potatoes, a plant where I'm growing palm trees, coconut, and a planter where and a pair of water platforms where I'm purifying water or boiling up water, and a cooking station where I'm cooking what until quite recently was shark meat, because I killed one of the sharks, and because I'd killed one of the sharks I was cooking him up to eat. But you can also cook up fish that you fish up, and that's actually your first source of meat, is going to be fish from the fishing rod. You just throw it out into the water. You can actually go around and pick things up like that while you're waiting for the fish to bite. So you can actually, if I was cast over there, I could actually gather items from over there while waiting for fish to bite. But that just gives me access to a renewable food source. There's some more plant fiber. The main thing in this is gathering enough plant fiber. But let's have a look at building the base. At the moment my base is very boring. It is just a flat platform. But if I press right click, I can access a whole array of different platforms and different items. So what I can do is I can actually build myself a stairwell here, and then off this stairwell I can build myself the next array of items that I want to build. So if I build some foundation, A8 shark, get off my item net, Where'd he go? So if I build some foundation, I can add foundation to here, and this is the base of my raft. There he is. But if I switch over to floor, I should be able... no, I need walls first. So if I pop some walls down and some walls with a window, so that I can keep an eye on the shark, then I can come up here and I can start adding... Come on. I need pillars. Pillars. It would help if I remembered what I was doing. Now we should be able to pop floor down. Excellent. Now we can start building an upper story. And once we have an upper story built up, we can actually start putting things like planters and all sorts of additional items up here. And you can see the different costs of each one. I do need to make myself some more string. Have I catched any planks yet? Nope, but I've got some planks coming in. Drinkable water, because I haven't had anything to drink for a while. And we'll fill those up and put them back onto cook. And we'll have ourselves a cooked meal. Some thatch, some metal, a couple of planks that float underneath. And this is kind of the cycle of the game. At the moment, there's no... I mean, the shark is a threat. The shark can deal with you. The shark can hurt you, and he can damage your raft. And you can die from thirst, hunger, or damage. But in reality, it's just a little craft survival game. It is in early stage development. The guys who are developing the 3 Swedish students, they are in their late stages of their degrees. So they've actually sort of held off on developing for now because they want to focus more on their degrees, which is quite sensible of them in my opinion. But they do want to get back developing the game. It's a pay what you want model, so you can get it for free and you can play it for free if that's what you want. But if you guys want to support the makers of the game, that's also awesome. It's always good to support people. Can I fall in the water through the nets? No, I can't. That's excellent. So I'm going to craft myself some more string, make some more item nets, because item nets are the lifeblood of my economy at the moment. I'm really low on planks, actually. I think I've got some planks planks put away in my chest. Let's see. I've got any spare planks? I've got tons of spare planks. And tons of spare metal as well. I got spare meat as well, so that's fine. But yes, you can occasionally manage to kill a shark if it attacks too often, and you can just scoop up its bits and pieces and use it to cook. It is a fun little game with a nice relaxed mechanic. Now what I'm going to look at is I need to sort of start working on some more thatch. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to pop down another one of these and plant another palm tree. There we go. So we now have 2 palm trees growing simultaneously, which will give me coconuts, which are a source of water and a little bit of food. They'll give me wood, of course, and they'll also give me thatch, which is the source of the string I use to bind everything together. And some people have built some amazing contraptions in this. Now, it's not a perfect game, it is in development, and the creators have sort of moved away from developing it for a short period of time while they finish their university, while they finish their courses. But it's a fun little game as it is. Like, it's a fun little building game and construction game. I personally have no qualms about playing it just for the enjoyment of playing it. So if you think this is the sort of thing that you would enjoy, then feel free to head over to itch.io. Oh. Ah, there he is. He's going to destroy this, isn't he? That was close. Probably would have destroyed that if I hadn't gotten to him quite so quickly. And I didn't get to him quick at all, but I was lucky that time. Let's make a little bit more of that, and we'll make another item net, and we'll pop it down there. So you can see that I'm now building up a nice open supply of item nets, and I can use foundation. I can use this to sort of expand out behind the item nets, and I'm out of string already. I can expand out behind the item nets, and using the fact that I'm behind the item nets to just basically auto gather everything in front of me. Now things do spawn either side of your map, no, either side of your got the coconut. Things do spawn either side of your platform, but a lot of things will just float down in front of your platform and they'll end up in the item net, including the barrels that contain a lot of resources. Come here, piece of wood. So at this stage in the game, I'm now gathering pretty much enough resources to do what I want. Harvest the potatoes, and then I'll replant potatoes in there. So it's not sort of an insane, it's not like the best game ever created, but it is a great little fun free to play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to craft myself up probably 20 tins, and now I'm just going to fill them all up. Ooh, look at all this stuff I've gathered. I'm now going to fill them all up with seawater. And what I can do now is I can start building up a stockpile of water so I don't have to be reliant on perpetually running backwards and forwards to my water cookers. So there's 2 drinkable waters and 2 more on to cook. And it's surprising kind of like how high you can build and how sort of how much they've allowed for you to go up in this particular game. Like, I can keep doing this for quite a while. If you do make a mistake in your platform, you want to change something, you just use your axe to chop it down. You don't get any of the resources back, but it's kind of understandable as to why, because you've just hacked it to pieces, basically. That one's almost grown. So we'll grab 2 more drinkable waters, we'll put 2 more on to cook. So I've got some meat, some potato, some fish, and some coconuts aside. I can make a lot more string, and this is the cycle of the game now. At its current stage of development, like, this is the end game. It is building how you want to build, but a lot of people love those sort of creative builders, things like Minecraft, things like... So a lot of creative builders are seeing a massive upsurge in popularity, and even still now, like, creative builders are still one of the very popular things for people to play. So if you like a good creative building game and you want to try something new out, this is Raft by Raft Survival Developers, a 3-man Swedish team. I have been the Gaming Droid. This has been the Free Trial Droid. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!